Just before the video starts, I want to say please subscribe to my channel. It would be appreciated and it's a new channel, so please help me make it popular. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Russia is a beautiful country known for its military power and president. Just kidding. Russia is a very famous and powerful nation, but when I hear the word Russia, it reminds me of only one thing: Soviet Union.
Иго немецких разбойников. Наши славные партизаны и партизанки, разрушающие тылы наших врагов. От имени советского правительства и нашей большевистской партии приветствую и поздравляю вас с 24-й годовщиной Великой Октябрьской социалистической революции. Товарищи, в тяжелых условиях приходится праздновать сегодня 24-ю годовщину Октябрьской революции. Переломные нападения немецких...
Today, we are going to talk about the Soviet Union, which was one of the most powerful nations. It had 1/3 of the population of Earth in 1980s. It also had a great economy and military from old times. Well, the story starts from long back ago in 1915. The story begins with the end of the Russian Empire. Russia was ruled for centuries by a monarch family called as Tsars. They had a great army and force, but even though after great rule, Russia was losing wars back to back. First in Russo-Japanese War and then World War I. Not only that, Russia had a very biased system. There was no employment and economy was severely down. The failures took place under the rule of Tsar Nicholas II. The people were not happy with it, and then a group of people decided to rebel against the government, which was encouraging the rule of working class, not the elites. The group was named Bolsheviks, which was led by Vladimir Lenin. The revolution had started on 8 March 1917. The Bolsheviks had started breaking out against the government. They were giving competition to the government. They had broken out violent protests, riots, and tried to manipulate government in every single way. They also managed to get the support of the citizens, but then on November 7, 1917, the Tsars were broken down. They had no power anymore, and then a new government was formed under elites. The elites were even taken down by the Bolsheviks as they were unexperienced, and then finally a group of workers known as communists had taken the form of government. The same year, the Tsar's family was summarily executed. The Civil War. After the communist government was there was a chaos in the whole state. There was a problem all around. Communists were not able to fight the neighbors and caused small battles. On the other hand, World War I had just ended in 1918, which led to a chaos in Europe. The whole Europe and United States was shattered. Communists decided to attack European countries and took power over only Belarus, even though after millions of tries. Later, the White Army had also started to develop, which was taking power in eastern and southern Russia. The leader of that army was Alexander III. Yeah, the Tsar's guy. The White Army had started making alliance with Poland and Ukraine and other countries. So they were getting power. Finally, the communists fall back due to the pressure, which started the Civil War, which was between the White and the Red armies. Later, the communists formed an alliance with Ukraine and Poland to give them freedom as well as land, which made the communists more powerful. Later on, communists had alliance with more European countries and took over some of them. The Whites were getting weakened and getting finished slowly. While it was winter, and by the winter they had taken over Georgia and Azerbaijan. White power had no powers, and the leader had died and the soldiers too. The new government. In 1922, the Civil War had ended, and the Bolsheviks were back in power with the rule of Vladimir Lenin. They also had renamed themselves to Communist Party, but they had formed an alliance, this time which was called the USSR, which had many countries, but together under the rule of communist leader Vladimir Lenin. He had made the country best once again. He nationalized country's industries in manufacturing and banking and distributed land among citizens. Those who opposed or spoke against them were executed or imprisoned in concentration camps, which was known as the Campaign Red Terror. Lenin was dead after 2 years of his rule. He was known and respected for the formation of the USSR and the revolution. His personality was used to promote the government and get huge success. His death was a crucial moment for the USSR as no one knew who the next leader was. His death was going to cause a big trouble for everyone as the new main character enters the story, Joseph Stalin.